Hey guys, this is Gabini once again, and today we'll be talking about what we started. So this topic is about real numbers, right? Real numbers, but then we'll be looking at inequations, right? Inequations and equation. But this time we're gonna start with equations of absolute values, right? Equations of absolute values. So I've got a few definitions. Let's start with the definition of absolute value, right? So absolute value is basically saying that a negative number could be a positive, right? So we are trying to make all negative numbers being positive. That's the main idea. That's the key part. And I'm pretty sure you have seen some meme where people talk about, oh, keep your negativity. Why? It's basically saying, oh, if it's a negative number, then it could become positive, right? So this is how we get started. So this is the formal definition of absolute value. So you got these lines or these bars. So the two bars symbolize absolute value, and we have got two bars of x is equal to x if x is greater than 0, right? If x is greater than 0, then this value will always be positive. However, this value will be negative if x is less than 0, and it will be equal to 0 if x is equal to 0, right? So this is the formal definition of absolute value. Now this is one of the example that I've got. Just you could do more of these. So absolute value of 7 is equal to 7, and also absolute of negative 7 is equal to 7. So this is actually the formal definition of absolute value. Now without talking too much, let's get started with the proper exercises, right? So this time, as I said, we'll be working on equations, right? So we are dealing with equations of absolute values. So the first question we have got is 4x, absolute value of 4x is equal to 12. Remembering the definition, so it's greater, this value, all these values will be equal to 12 if x is positive, and it will be equal to negative 12 if x is negative, right, or less than 0. Now because that we don't know the nature of this x, so we have to solve in both cases, right? Both cases, one x is positive and the other one when x is negative. So let's get started. The first one, so we're gonna start either, so you can do either, therefore either 4x is equal to 12 or 4x is equal to negative 12. Right? Why? Because we don't know the nature of x, so this value could be equal to positive if x is positive and negative 12 if x is negative. So here the way you do it, same thing, divide by 4 on both sides. So if you divide by 4 on both sides, you get x. So divide by 4, you get x is equal to 3. On this side, you divide by 4 on both sides, divide by 4, you get x is equal to negative 3, right? So the solution, therefore x is equal to plus or minus 3, right? So this is our first solution. Let's look at the second example. The second example is kind of similar, right? So same thing, we don't know the nature of this, so we gotta suppose either 2 minus 5x is equal to 17, or 2 minus 5x is equal to negative 17. Now if it's equal to negative 17, so subtract 2 on both sides, you get 5x is equal to 17 minus 2 is 15. Therefore x divided by negative 5 on both sides. If you divide by negative 5 on both sides, you end up with x being equal to negative 3. And then here on this side you have negative 5, subtract 2 on both sides, you get negative 5. And then on this side, if you subtract 3 on both sides, you get negative 19. Right, and then here you end up with x divided by negative 5 on both sides, you get x equal to 19 on 5, right? So let's write the solution. So therefore x is equal to negative 3 or x is equal to 19 on 5, right? So these are our solutions, right? So I hope these solutions make sense. I hope these examples make sense as well. So as I said, we don't know the nature of x, that's why we have to solve when x is positive and when x is negative. The same thing here, but in the next video I'm gonna make a video where we are dealing with two absolute values on both left and right side to see what happens then, right? Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your support. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.